Well, every victim of human trafficking has a different story, but one thing all survivors share is the struggle they faced to gain their freedom. And once they have that, it's only just the beginning, as they relearn a new sense of normalcy. In this week's edition of Serving Siouxland, we take a look at how Lia Mae's house is helping people navigate the long road to recovery in our top story this Thursday morning. The idea of having to reprogram your mind for a normal life might be hard to imagine for people fortunate enough to never experience the trauma that comes with being a human trafficking victim. So a survivor shared a story to help paint a better picture of the obstacles that lie ahead. She
was trafficked since she was 2 by her parents. She's like, my parents, the people I was supposed to trust my whole life, thought that this was blue, and that's what I've been taught. And now I've escaped that and I've come here, and now you're trying to tell me that all of that was a lie. The people I was supposed to trust the most have lied to me. And now you're trying to tell me that this color is green. She's like, do you see how difficult that is?
Emily Culver is the executive director of Lia Mae's house in Sioux City. That organization offers a restoration home for women who have been sex trafficked.
We have trauma therapy. We get them hooked up with medical care, psychiatric care. We get them set up with a therapist. And then everything we do at Lia Mae's house is programming. Some of them have been trafficked since they were 2 years old, so they don't know how to cook, clean, make a bed, those kinds of things.
The National Criminal Justice Reference Service reports 600 to 800,000 men, women, and children are trafficked across international borders each year. And the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime claims only 1% of trafficking victims are rescued. Culver said the first time she learned how prevalent this issue is in the U.S. and overseas, it had a lasting impact on her.
I was at a conference back in 2012, and that's where I learned that slavery still existed in the world and that human trafficking still existed in the world today. And I was appalled, knowing that women and men were being trafficked. I mean, it's the fastest growing industry. It's surpassing guns and drugs at this point.
Over the years, she went to India to help women who had been trafficked, but she always knew she wanted to return to Siouxland and make a positive impact here.
And so when this job opened up, I was a traveling nurse for quite some time, and my dad called me and he said, I'm not trying to make you move back home, but your dream job opened up. And so I applied and I joined in January, and the rest is history.
Lia Mae's house is looking for volunteers, and Culver says you don't have to learn anything new, just be willing to share your passion and knowledge with people who need help.
A lot of them don't have a lot of skill sets, so teaching them how to sew, or simple things like canning food, or piano lessons. We have a girl who really wants to learn piano, who just wants to get better at English, or changing a tire, finances, those kinds of things. If you have a skill set that you'd like to teach a woman, we would love to have you.
Culver says one of the simplest ways you can help is if you're able to drive some of the organization's clients to medical appointments and counseling sessions. For more information on how to help trafficking victims here in Siouxland, visit our website later this morning, siouxlandproud.com.